Nation, we represent. All in.
We're just a little more close.
LSU fan came stuck his spike in my booty.
Oh, bitch.
Are you that stupid?
Yes, I am.
I'm not going to sugarcoat things. It's a fucking shit show.
Welcome into CSF Late Nights, America's favorite fucking shit show.
That's right.
My name is Rob Sanders. I come to you from Columbia, South Carolina, also known as Land of the Cock, because that's where the Gamecocks play. I do not support shitholes. I support the Clemson football program. Notice we didn't have a Gamecock mention there because they don't really have any tradition. So that's one of the big things there. Anyway, I have two co-hosts. One of them is off right now. He is getting his vagina waxed. He will be joining us here at about 25 minutes. So Average Dave will be joining us shortly. As got to make sure you get every hair when you do that full Brazilian.
You get sloppy bottom when he gets here. That's what you get for being late.
Sloppy bottom because you got that nice smooth surface now. So thank you for that. Also, my other co-host is my buddy the gnome, Jonathan. Jonathan, what's up, brother?
Always here for you.
This is where you speak, sir. I introduce you. You said hello. My name is Gnome. I like to wear pointy hats.
Am I not on?
Yeah, you're on. There you go.
Well,
You didn't say anything. I was like, what the hell's going on with him? Where the hell is the gnome?
I'm always here for you as long as I'm not dying, Rob. I'm always here for you.
Well, we actually did a show from the hospital bed. That was very over the top, sir.
Apparently, I wasn't critical at that time.
Apparently, you weren't. All right, so shout out to the folks watching on Facebook. You can also follow the show on YouTube. Phone lines are open this evening. Let me put the phone number out there. My God.
The phone lines were open last week. They just didn't work. This week, they're open and working.
They're working. My God, they are working.
We are 100% in business this week.
803-470-2905. 803-470-2905. That is the number to call as we get rolling here on CSF Late Nights. So thank you guys for supporting the show. As always, we appreciate it. Lots of things we can get into today, including Tennessee has got walk-ons that are quitting.
Yeah, I just read that.
Yeah,
they don't give a shit about the fans.
Exactly. We can talk about that. We can also talk about the 12-team college football playoff. And will that work? I'm in the land of I don't know. I really don't know. We'll have to see how that works out. But yeah, it's going to be that's probably coming down the pipe there, Jonathan. I mean, do you like that? Let me tell you exactly how it's going to work, and then you can tell me whether you like the 12 teams or not. You will have your 5 Power 5 teams will champions. Will their conference championship game will determine who gets those berths. So the 5 Power 5 champions, the best group of 5 team will get a bid, and then the rest will be at-large bids. Are you buying or selling on that, sir?
I'm selling. I think we can do this with 8 teams.
Yeah. Well, you like the 8-team format. Why do you like the 8 teams?
Because all you're doing is putting 4 teams in there to watch basically LSU play Oklahoma in 2019. That's what you're doing. And furthermore, I think it takes away from the bowl season. The bowl season. It does. I don't see the bowls letting it happen.
Here's the other thing. Okay, I want to make sure I put on the record that I am for the 4-team format, but the big thing that gets me with this is that if you are seeded 1 through 4, you get a bye.
Right.
But 5, 6, 7, and 8, they get home playoff games at home. Can you imagine LSU getting as a 5 seed, and I'm not
Right.
mocking your Tigers tonight, but let's say that they drop one game to Alabama or who the hell ever, and they end up as the 5 seed. With that, they could be hosting a game against the number 12 seed, which, I mean, that's a win all the way around. I mean, I know having the bye is what you want, but you get a win. I mean, I think that's outstanding, man. I really do. I mean, but the other 4 teams, they don't. That's kind of.
You mean 7 through? I mean 8, 9 through 12.
4. After that, you have the first round games, then they're going into the bowls.
The bowl,
So
right?
there won't be any home playoff games after the first round.
But I mean, now either you pushing this to the third week. You're talking about the championships. Now you're pushing it into the third week of January, or we're playing the playoffs like right after the championship games, right after the conference championship games to get this accomplished.
And I understand, and I'm with you on that. But the idea of I'm one of the top 4 teams in the country and I don't get a playoff game at home, I don't get that kind of money coming into my university, but the number 5 seed does. Why the hell would I want a 4 seed?
Well, you get an automatic bye.
But I think in the terms of money, wouldn't you like to host a home playoff game?
Well, you don't know the money format yet. That's a lot of speculation.
Shit. You're telling me that a game in Baton Rouge won't draw money to that economy?
Well, yeah, it'll draw money to the economy. How much money will it draw to the school?
They'll get paid. Trust me. They will get paid.
I think enough is enough. Like we bitch and bitch and bitch. But first of all, we finally got the BCS. Okay, so there was no more. You won the AP poll and you won the coaches poll, and now we have split champions. We finally got the BCS, the number 1 and the number 2 teams to play. And that was 12, 13, maybe 14 years it lasted. And people were already antsy bitching. So we got to 4 teams. We're already 6, 7 years in, and people are chomping at the fucking bits again as to that's not enough. So we're going to just jump from 4 to 12 instead of just at least trying the 8 teams out. Like, come on.
I like the idea of 4.
I'm with you.
Okay, but I mean, you said like 8. I maybe I just misunderstood you, but I like the idea of 4. And I'm tired of the G5 people being like, "Well, we should have a chance to play in the playoff." Do you really want to watch Alabama or Clemson throat fuck Cincinnati? Do you really need that in your life?
Well, Cincinnati's in Cincinnati's in the Conference USA, right?
They're in the American, but the point is that they're not. They would that I give last year. They were the best G5 team.
You know what you need to do, Cincinnati? You know what you need to do, Boise State? Schedule every non-conference game you got. You better schedule your ass off against the best of the best in the Power 5.
Well, Cincinnati this year I think they've got Notre Dame, and I mean they've got a tough schedule. Cincinnati does. Okay, the point is we can pick whoever the hell we want, but the reality of the situation is this: I don't want to see G5 teams competing against teams from the Power 5 conferences. I have no desire to see it. No desire to see it at all.
Look, there's some years out there. Look, I mean, we know when Boise State went and beat who the fuck they beat.
It wasn't a team that was on the caliber of I mean, Oklahoma was a good team, but they weren't a number 1 team in the country.
My point is, okay, but yeah, you're right. Now, I was gonna say one thing about go undefeated, beat your schedule, make yourself look good, and get in. But then you remember Central Florida, their second year after being undefeated and getting skull drugged by LSU, and that was not an LSU war beater either. And that's how Central Florida went and looked.
I'm tired of the G5 mess. That's basically what it boils down to. Stop with the bullshit. Okay, you're not on the same level. And I love Smurfette. She's a sweet lady, but the Boise States of the world, and I know they beat Georgia and they beat Oklahoma, and Central Florida did this and Central Florida did that. I want the absolute best teams in the college football playoff.
Would you be against not saying a G5 team, not saying a G5 team can't make the 4-team playoff, but would you be against a G5 playoff?
No, they can have their own playoff.
I think it'd be interesting.
It'd be interesting. You could take last year's teams of what? Cincinnati, UCF, Coastal Carolina, Louisiana.
Maybe, yeah.
You could have those teams. Yeah. that would be worthwhile. I would watch that. I'm not going to support it as much as I do stopping my life to watch, the college football playoff, but I'd watch.
But I mean, if a G5 team is worthy of making it to the big tournament, the big playoff, put them in. They don't get to just only be in the G5.
What do you mean? I'm not following you, sir.
I mean, if say Boise State is a top 4 team in the nation, right? You don't make them only have to play in the G5 tournament or the G5 playoff. They can still play for the national title. Then you just have I don't
want anything involving that. I want the Power 5 teams to play. That's what I want. I know that sounds like I'm like bashing these other teams, but that's what I want, the Power 5 teams. So there's that.
I don't want to see 12. That was the original question. I do not want to see 12.
I don't want to see 12 either. I mean, it's not worthwhile,
You're gonna have to get back with me in 20 years to see if I want to see a 12-team playoff.
I don't want the BCS where it was garbage, but I do want 4. I'd like to stick with the 4 teams. And I tell you what, Josh Pate pissed me off the other day because he tweeted out, I hope that Greg Sankey, when they're talking about earned berths or automatic berths, gets 1 for the SEC East and 1 for the SEC West. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you absolutely fucking kidding me?
Talking about the 12 teams.
If you're on the 12 teams, if you have 12 teams, you're going to get you're going to have, I don't have an issue with if there's 12 teams, you have 2 SEC teams, 3 SEC teams. I'm fine with that.
But not automatic.
No, not on the automatic front, and not the winner of the SEC East gets a bid. You lost your fucking mind. The SEC East is terrible. Terrible. The Alabama played Georgia last year. They beat Florida in the SEC championship game. They beat Georgia by 28 points at home.
I bet if we went back,
that's what we're gonna have in the college football playoff. Get the fuck out of here with that.
I bet if we went back, say the last 5 seasons,
right,
an SEC East team gets in.
You can argue that Georgia's last when Georgia won the SEC title that they were there. I can buy it. But every year, automatically the team from the SEC East and the SEC West, that's stupid. That's fucking.
You just said the SEC. You just said the SEC East sucks, which I'm not arguing that. And I don't agree that they should get an automatic. The loser shouldn't get an automatic. You shouldn't have 2 automatic SECs. But again,
the 2 teams that play for the SEC championship will get automatic berths. That is.
I still believe SEC would definitely the last at least 5 years, if not more, have 2 teams in. I lost you. Don't know what you're saying, Rob. we back? Is it me? Is it everybody? Well, guess I have to do it by myself. So y'all can't
Let's
hear
try
me.
it. Yeah. Oh, that should be better. How's that? Is that better?
Yes.
There you go. I don't know what happened there, but that's fine. Anyway, no. What we were talking about, the whole thing with the SEC East. I don't think it should be an automatic bid for them. That's just stupid.
No. So what do you do then? Say, I don't know, 10 years from now, all of a sudden, Miami, Virginia Tech, Florida State, Clemson are all these big powerhouse studs. Do you then change the rule and say, okay, all of a sudden ACC gets 2 automatic bids? No more for the.
If we're gonna, I can buy into more of the 8 than the 5, or the 8 than the 12, but I don't know. Folks are saying they can't hear. Are you sure you can hear me? I mean, I can hear Jonathan. Jonathan can hear me.
Oh, no.
I'm just now.
We can now. We can now. But we lost you for about a minute.
I don't know what happened. Don't know what happened there. Sorry.
And as far as the 8 goes, Rob, I would still like to see the top G5 in. That's fair.
That's fair too. I tell you what, we got to welcome into the show, fresh off his Brazilian wax. That's why he was late, ladies and gentlemen. His own special theme song. Super Dave, welcome to the show.
What's going on, gentlemen?
What up, Dave?
How was that Brazilian wax, sir?
You know, they lie to you and say that shit doesn't hurt, but it fucking hurts. Like, I don't think I'm gonna fuck for a week or 2.
Damn it! I gotta call my trip off. I was coming down there to get mine.
You don't want that shit.
Not right now. Yeah, we were talking a little bit about the college football playoff, and we were talking about how they may expand to 12 teams. But Dave was running a little late, but thank you, Dave, for joining us this evening. The third in this circle jerk of a show. Maybe that's what we should call it. The Circle Jerk Late Nights. I may read it. Yeah, the CSF Circle Jerk. That would go over better. Andre, the executive producer of the show, is like, fuck that. That's not happening. 803-470-2905 if you want to join the show. If you want to talk about expanding the playoffs. I got to get off my chest this thing with the guy that's going to be the new LSU football or LSU baseball coach.
We don't know that.
Well, according to what I've read, it's the way it's looking. But if it does happen, what's the guy's name from Oregon State? What is his name?
Casey.
Yeah.
Pat Casey. So I have issues with this because Pat Casey had Luke Heimlich on his team 3 years ago. And Luke Heimlich, for those who don't know, was a young man. Well, let's just call him what he is. He's a piece of shit. He admitted
he was in freaking college.
I don't give a shit. He admitted that he had sex with a kid in his family.
A 6-year-old.
Now, a 6-year-old. That's fucking disgusting. I can't. No, should never happen ever. So, but the coach at Oregon State, he stood by that kid because Luke Heimlich, in addition to being a piece of shit, was an ace left-hander. We can't deny his talent on the field. He was great. But on the other hand, now this comes out that this coach is going to come to LSU. I goof on LSU and we all talk shit to each other. People that there's a set of LSU folks that think that I do nothing but troll LSU. That is not true. I fucking troll everyone. I am not an LSU fan, but your program deserves better than this shithole that may be coming from Oregon State. That's you guys have a legitimate national power type program down there. And you know that I goof on y'all a lot, okay? But your baseball program is one of the top 10 elite programs in the country. And you're going to give it to a guy who said, I'm okay with having a guy on my team that was fucking a 6-year-old. You know what? You as LSU fans, you should be not happy with that. And if he comes there, you don't have to support that. You don't have to. I know that everybody's like, well, if he's our – no, you don't have to support that. If you support that, then it's, in my mind, you're okay with the guy banging the 6-year-old kid. That's just how I feel. Now, everybody else can have their own opinion on it. You guys can have at it. Go.
That's a little bit of a reach there.
That's not a reach. He supported the kid that was there. And the phrase that got
you just said by extension, if I support Casey, then I'm supporting.
Let me give you the quote that he said about Heimlich. The quote was, "You don't know this kid." I know that he pled guilty to having sex with a 6-year-old. That's all I fucking need to know about it.
With the 6-year-old.
That's all I needed on several occasions, not just once, several occasions. Not that once is bad. He stood by that kid through that. I have no use for him. None. And your program deserves better.
Well,
and I'll add this. I don't give a shit. The coach we've got now is a legend in the coaching industry. And I know a lot of LSU fans are pissed at him for the shit that was there. But the reality is that you're sending out a guy that was an absolute gem of a coach, and you're bringing in somebody that was cool with that, and that's not good at all. Go. Tell me.
I'll add this. I'm not saying you're right. However, and I'm sorry you didn't mention it, but LSU right now has enough sex scandal on their hands to be bringing in what you're talking about. It doesn't help the look. It doesn't help the look.
I'm not worried. The optics from all the other stuff, all that's going to shake out. My thing is that bringing this guy in, it just, God, there are other coaches that are worthy of that LSU job. Dave, you can tell me I'm a dickhead. I'm fine with that, sir. I expect more for your program. If that makes me an asshole.
I remember the Heimlich story when it was happening, and
right.
I was like, wow. And I was surprised that the coach wasn't fired then from Oregon State. So aside from that, okay, so obviously that's the horrible optic that comes along with the guy. He's 62, almost 63. Why are you going to hand the program to a guy he's got what, a shelf life of maybe 5 to 7 years?
5 years. That's
fair. A perennial program. You give the program to somebody who's in his 40s.
How about the guy at Old Dominion, Coach Chenoweth, up at Old Dominion, who they are a like
Coach Godwin, Tony Vitello at Tennessee. Get into a bit more with Tennessee.
If you're gonna go with the old school guy, go get Corbin from fucking Vanderbilt.
Right.
If you're gonna get an old guy, go with that. I mean, if you guys disagree with me on that, then I'm fine. I mean, to me, he is an absolute no hire for me. He doesn't I wouldn't call him on my cell phone because I don't want public records showing that I talked to him.
I don't get, the guy retired from baseball. Why do you want to revive that? Let him go. Find somebody that's still, let's tell the truth. If Pat Casey comes back to coach, it's because it's LSU, not because he just has this desire to go and coach some random program. He's going to be the keys to a Corvette. And he's like, true. I'll drive that Corvette.
Yeah, 100%. But
I'm sorry.
What?
Let me get the phone number out there, Jonathan. I don't mean to cut you off, but I want to make sure that we get some folks joining the program here. 803-470-2905, 803-470-2905. Look, if this were any, I mean, I don't support him being in any program, but it baffles me that I could walk in any, I mean, if you go to Omaha, they've got the fucking statue of the LSU guy out there. What was the kid's name? That when you go to Omaha, you see that. That's like
Morris.
they have the Morris statue out at Omaha.
Warren Morris.
That's what you see there. Yeah, the walk-off shop. They got a statue of that there.
25 years ago.
But that's the whole point. You are an absolute gem of a program, and you're going to bring this guy in. Your athletic director is a shithead. I'm going to put that out there now too. If he hires this guy, he's a shithead. He's a shithead.
So the story is that the powers that be were so damn split between Bianco and O'Sullivan that all those talks just stopped. Next thing you know, we end up here.
David, you could probably enlighten people on this. The whole thing with O'Sullivan, with his wife and shit going on down there in Florida. I mean, he can't leave Florida. There's stuff.
I don't know anything about that.
I don't think really. When
I don't think
Palmineri first announced his retirement, O'Sullivan was the sexy name that everybody started bringing up, but I didn't see that as a viable option. One, because of his situation in Florida, and two, you're basically getting the same thing in a younger version of Palmineri. And if you were really unhappy with Mineri, why would you go and hire the same thing when you can go out and get somebody like Godwin or Schlossnagle from TCU or Vitello from Tennessee? Or there's tons of coaches out there that are worth their salt, but this whole reviving Pat Casey just doesn't make any sense to me.
All right, and look, and you guys have known me for a while now. How long have we been doing this show there, Jonathan? Long
since
time?
2 weeks before Halloween.
Okay, so we're 8 months in? I think that's fair. We've been doing this show for 8 months.
No, eight. Yeah.
Yeah. So 8 months doing this show. You guys know that I goof on people, but when I tell you this is probably the most disgusting hire that I've ever heard of. And as far as where LSU is and the caliber of program you are, and getting this guy, you're better than that. Absolutely better than that. And that's and people are thinking I'm just railing on LSU. It has no. I'm telling you, you're a great fucking program. Absolutely great program. I wish that I could talk about Clemson in a glowing light on the baseball field and talk about the championships that we have. You know how many championships Clemson has in baseball? The same amount that the three of us do. Zero. Fucking zero.
A fun fact about LSU baseball. I forget what the years is, 15, 20, whatever it is. We lead the nation in attendance. And in many of those years, only playing 50, 60 baseball games, we actually lead the Florida Marlins in attendance also.
Well, that's not really saying much. The Marlins.
Here's a good
game. They play a shit ton more games.
So Florida, in an attempt to keep O'Sullivan happy, just built them a brand new $65 million stadium in Gainesville. The capacity for that stadium is 7,000 seats.
Right.
Alex Box was built, the new Alex Box, I want to say somewhere, it was definitely within the last decade. I'll just say that. Double the capacity, 14,000 seats at Alex, and they sell out.
Every game.
I'm not, once again, I'm not pissing on the LSU baseball program. I'm pissing on the decision makers for bringing this guy.
I'm just giving you a contrast between a top East program versus LSU and the number of people that arrive on a per game basis to watch the product on the field. People care about LSU football. There are bars in Omaha, aside from the statue outside of was it TD Ameritrade?
Rosenblatt.
It used to be
Rosenblatt.
Rosenblatt.
Whatever the hell they call it. Yeah, it used to be Rosenblatt. Yeah.
So aside from the Warren Moore says, there are bars that if you walk in Omaha are LSU themed bars. I mean, that's the kind of impact LSU baseball has had in other places, not Baton Rouge. And you're kidding yourself if you think that Pat Casey is the only guy that you could hire. It is it is one of the top 5 premier college baseball coaching gigs in the country. The only negative that I could give you about being the LSU baseball coach is that the expectations because of the Bertman era are sky high. So it is a pressure.
But you know what, though? I completely agree with you on that, and I get that. But the reality is this: do you have a set of nuts or don't you?
Right.
That's what I'm saying. If you want to go and you want to coach somewhere where baseball is important, and we can have 14,000 fucking people here because those 14,000 people care. Hello, son. You should be in bed. Anyway, the big thing though is that if you want that kind of thing, like, and I hate to use this term, but you want the kind of coach that gets their fucking dick hard, knowing that every time I go out there, I'm going to have 14,000 people that are demanding that I win.
Yeah.
That's what you want. I don't want some beta coach. No, man, you could take your ass to damn Boston College or where the hell ever.
Alabama.
That's what you want. Alabama, whatever. Baseball's important here. That's why we have 14,000 people in the stands. So yeah, what? Just not a good look. Hold on, let me deal with my son here. Anyway, you guys have any more thoughts on that?
I mean, so I was a student at the University of Louisville, and another popular name that I hear people throwing out is their coach, McConnell, Dan McConnell, which wouldn't be a bad hire. I just don't see that guy leaving Louisville. He really believes that Louisville is a destination baseball program. So
well, but now see, there's something for that too, in that I'm going to make this program into what LSU is. That's what I want the program to be, but I have to build it. Now I can respect that too. I can absolutely respect that because that's what Dabo Swinney did at Clemson with the football team. So it's the same kind of thing. But
so the name that I keep throwing out, the name that I want LSU to really swing for is Vitello at Tennessee. But if Vitello said thanks but no thanks, I would completely understand that, because if you look what he's done with Tennessee in the three seasons he's been there, he finished 6th his first season, 3rd his second season, and then the COVID happened, and then he just won the East, and he's a top national seed.
Yeah.
3 seasons. The guy went from almost nothing to a first place finish in the East and a national seed. So if he decided, this Tennessee gig up here in Rocky Top's pretty good, and I'm not really interested in LSU, I could understand that. But I think LSU is stupid if they don't.
You talk about what you're saying there and getting this guy at Tennessee. You talk about programs that care. Tennessee, I talked about this on my show today. They couldn't even sell their fucking tickets correctly for the Super Regional. They told fans, hey, call up or whatever, and they sent them to a phone system that didn't work. Okay, no, this is completely real. They sent them to call this phone number to get your tickets for the Super Regional, and then they ended up having the majority of those tickets go to the old school donors who turned around, and this is not a joke. The secondary ticket market is up $500 a ticket because all these people. Yes. Well, you need to calm down. You need to go to bed. All right. Well, you need to calm down. So I will go to bed. My son is autistic and obsesses with things. It's really funny. But the whole thing is that they had everybody that got their tickets that is the old school Tennessee money, the people that have Phil Fulmer jerseys and everything else. They sold all their tickets and they're trying to get $300, $400, $500 a piece. That's what, if I'm a coach there and I'm like, wait a minute, I took you motherfuckers to the 4th national seed in the country. We are hosting this weekend. And you're telling me all you motherfuckers that have all this money and all the tickets, you're going to put them on the secondary market, and there's not going to be any way for people to actually get tickets. That just tells you what they think of the program. And by the way, on that secondary market, I've seen some message board stuff. LSU is going to send a fucking crowd there.
Oh, goddamn
travels everywhere.
They had a crowd. They had a crowd in fucking Eugene. You don't think they're gonna have?
They are going to send a crowd there. Congratulations, Tennessee! You've turned your home field advantage into a 50-50 split with a national power. Good luck, bro.
And we'll be louder.
And they're going to. I mean, I laughed hysterically when I read that, and Jesus, man, how do you fuck up selling tickets? It's not that hard.
So question.
Holy
yeah.
See, Tennessee's new to this baseball thing. They're gonna learn real quick that LSU.
Well, they're gonna learn really quick. Dude, if I'm their coach, why the fuck? What are you doing?
Yeah.
You don't give a shit. And it's not even if we look past. Let's just look past the fact that the phone system fucks up. AT&T's a whore. Verizon's killing Andre. Fine, we can deal with that. But
maybe they have one of those Google phones.
Maybe so. Maybe they got Chucky Fuckstick's phone. When he calls in, it fucking hangs up on him. I don't know. But the whole thing is that the coach sees that you don't care enough about this to keep him within the Tennessee family.
Nope.
Get the fuck out of here. That's what I've got to say to that. What an absolute gong show that is. What a mess. Well, there's that.
So question. Y'all both giving y'all opinions on what y'all think about Casey. But
I want, as far as who I want, hey, now my cat's fucking with me. NASA, what the fuck, dude? Chill out.
Who has
I'd rather have you coaching than Casey.
after Burton
wouldn't that be a great optic? Wouldn't that be a great optic? The gnome goes out there.
Fuck yeah.
And he's standing on the third base line as they're singing the national anthem. You got all these guys that are like 6'5", 6'5", 6'8", and the camera pans down to the gnome, and he's looking up, and he goes to put his LSU hat on, but then realizes, oh fuck, I grabbed the wrong hat. I'm gonna have to coach in my Lafayette hat. Puts that shit on.
Oh wait, is that a Blue Devils hat? Shit.
Is that a Duke? What kind of hat's this idiot coach wear? I'd rather deal with that than this idiot from Oregon State. So let's make sure people
after Burtman left in what was it, 2001, 2002? Which coach / program has had the best resume?
LSU?
No.
I don't know.
After Burtman left. Oregon State in case.
Well, he won 3 national titles.
He's unhireable.
Active coaches right now, Tim Corbin's got the best resume.
Who?
Are you hold on, Jonathan, are you really holding up for this shithole?
No, I'm just
really going to agree with that?
I've been reading up on this. He has the best resume. I'm not saying he should be the coach. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying he has the best resume. That's all. You don't put on your resume that you support pedophiles. That's not on your resume.
Hitler ran a hell of a country until he started killing the Jews. Same thing.
Yes, and historians will tell you that.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm asking.
Yeah. No.
The active coach with the best resume is Tim Corbin.
Yeah. And he's 62 years old.
Yeah.
So.
Well,
by the way,
Sunday morning, not to go off on it, but Sunday morning I mentioned it, watched SEC Storied. I don't know if you've watched that one before, Dave. It was all about Skip Burtman. Fucking amazing.
Hold the rope.
Yes, that's the one.
Mm-hmm. I watched it. Of course, I watched it.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am watching over my my left shoulder here. America's team, the Phoenix Suns, the team that slayed LeBron James. They are America's team. And by the way, people have been running their mouths to me a little bit about wait until they play Brooklyn. Brooklyn is full of a bunch of bitches, led by that point guard Kyrie Irving, who played at a bitch college. The Phoenix Suns, if they draw Brooklyn, we're going to throat fuck Brooklyn. They better hope they send somebody else because Brooklyn is a terrible matchup for them. Chris Paul will eat them alive. So anyway, go ahead. They're beating the shit out of Denver right now, 111-80. About 3 minutes to go in the fourth quarter out west. So there you go with that.
I'm going back and forth, but I'm watching the NCAA track and field championships at the moment.
I like to watch SEC gymnastics. I ain't gonna lie, I'm watching.
I was watching the Women's College World Series earlier.
Well,
I'll watch that. But did you see that somebody put the meme out there that was like and I went and looked it up and it's real. I can't remember what team she played for. I want to say Florida State. I could be wrong. Homegirl dislocated her finger.
I saw that.
Went to the dugout. Yeah, it was Oklahoma. Okay. She dislocated her finger, went to the dugout and had it reset and kept playing.
The meme was about LeBron James.
Yeah, that was about LeBron James. And LeBron James bitches about his menstrual cramps. The whole point is that people will say, "Oh, these women aren't tough" and all that. Fuck out of here.
She dislocated. She reached base, left base to get her finger fixed, and then she went back to her base.
Yep. Sure did.
I don't think she missed a pitch. Fuck that. I
saw the caption. I saw the caption a while ago. I don't get it. So Oklahoma, whatever word they use, Oklahoma annihilated Florida State to stay alive. Wait, Florida State won by 4 yesterday. Oklahoma won by 4 today. I mean, is 4 annihilation?
No. Well, here's another interesting thing with the Florida State team. Florida State won their game, and they had to. No, this is a couple days ago. I think it was Sunday or no, Saturday night. They won. I think it was. It was a while back. Okay, they won that game, and then they had to beat Alabama twice. But their game ended the night before at like, I don't know,
3 a.m.
3 a.m. 12 hours later, they play Alabama twice and beat them twice to advance. I don't want to hear one person that comes on any show that I'm on that says that these women that play these sports aren't tough. You can go to hell.
Yeah.
I'll stand directly behind that. Go directly to hell.
Hey,
370 games in less than 24 hours.
I'll give them that because
are you fucking kidding me?
Alabama, as much as we hate to say it, Alabama does not have a chump softball program. For Florida State to do that,
I think their third baseman has a penis, though. I mean, it's up for debate.
Yeah, third baseman.
But that pitcher is gorgeous.
She's obviously an import. She wasn't born in Alabama.
Hell no! You saw her teeth.
I don't get the third baseman though. If her dick's bigger than mine, I'll put my dick out there. She pulls hers out. Her dick's bigger than mine. Let's make sure we put that on record too. I watched them kill Clemson, and it's like, my God, this woman, holy shit!
Andre was at my house Sunday watching the Gonzaga LSU game, and he was.
Did you guys hold hands?
He was talking shit about AT&T. Now I'm just wondering how Verizon's doing for him.
Did he massage your thighs? Is that how it works?
He brought me a little gnome.
He brought you a gnome? That's what they do now. I haven't had to date in fucking, I don't know, almost 20 years now, so I don't know how to date. So now you have to bring gnomes. Is that what it comes down to?
You got to bring gnomes. His name's Sam.
I named the gnome Sam.
Yeah, his name's Sam. Yeah.
Sam the gnome.
America's gnome.
Okay. All right. Well, 803-470-2905. If you guys want to join the show this evening. Mishi said she wanted us to talk about. Oh, yeah, there you go. The phone lines are up and working if you want to join. Andre's giving me the finger. At least we don't have the gnome's dog attacking us. Okay, that's fine too.
Oh shit! Speaking of dogs,
quick reminder. For us to do the show, we have to have the StreamYard software. If you could send us some money for the StreamYard, because I just had to pay it for the month, I would be most appreciative. StreamYard cost us I think it's $27 a month. Whatever we get after that, we give. I cut up and give to these two gentlemen and make them professional sportscasters.
That's right.
There you go. That's what they get. So,
I have a certificate and everything.
Yeah, that's so funny. Yeah. So pretty cool stuff there. If you would like to tip the show, $1 or $2 here or there to help pay for the StreamYard. So I'm not stuck paying for the StreamYard. That would be awesome. So thank you for that. 803-470-2905, 803-470-2905. As we roll along here on CSF Late Nights, we talked about, Mishi wanted us to talk about Nick Saban getting a contract to 2028. Do you think he's going to coach that long?
Yes.
I mean, you do. And I asked because he'll be 77.
Yeah.
77. So
I think as long as he remains healthy enough to coach, he coaches.
Okay.
Well,
Jonathan,
that and they continue to be the team that they are. I just, if he stays healthy, like David said, though, I don't see them stopping. Because quite frankly, by now, with the recruits they have and the coaching staffs they have, it doesn't matter. It's not like Nick Saban is the coach that takes them to all these titles. Nick Saban's just the figurehead now. He's just the recruiter.
Hold on, let me make this call back here because apparently the phone went silly. Let me call him back. There we go. I'm calling you back that you just called. I'm thinking this is Andre. Hello.
Hey,
what's Andre? How are you, sir?
I am fine. I like this. I was waiting for you to mention this Nick Saban thing because, my God, this is ridiculous. If Alabama fans truly think that man's going to stay that long, man, I got some beachfront property out there in Arizona. I can sell them real cheap.
Hey, let me ask you guys something. Let's be honest. Doesn't Nick Saban kind of look, especially when he's angry, he looks like Skeletor from He-Man?
Yes.
No, I get that.
No, I mean that's I'm sure, Andre. I'm showing my age, brother. I'm not trying to act like I'm some middle-aged fucker, but remember we were kids. We had He-Man. We all had He-Man, right?
Yeah.
Nick Saban looks like he looks like Skeletor.
I used to rush home to throw that out there. Watch He-Man.
I still watch He-Man. They've got it on one of those streams. Yeah, I had the Evil Lord slime pit where it was like a skull, and you put it up with the skull, like the skull, and you put the guy in the bottom of it, and then you would.
Yep.
Your parents loved you. My parents were like, fuck you. You just get the slime pit.
Yeah, I had
Gray Skull
too. I had Gray Skull.
Yeah,
and
look at me. I'm damaged goods.
They came out with this big thing called Rolling Thunder, and I had that.
Dude,
I had an Optimus Prime where the trailer turned into like the Transformers base.
Yeah, Dave, I had all this stuff. I had the 7-foot aircraft carrier from G.I. Joe.
Yeah.
Well, that's just great. Andre, did you have Castle Grayskull and all that too?
Man, I was a Legos man. I was adding the Ninja Turtles.
Okay, well.
I built my first Lego set.
You know what? Okay, we're all showing our age because kids don't play with toys anymore. They play with freaking smartphones and crap and video games. But hey, whatever.
Andre, had I known that, if I would have known that, you could have gone play with Chipper on Sunday because he has like all the Ninja Turtle Lego sets. Y'all have had a good time.
Right. All right. Well,
I'm 38,
dude.
Let's take Mishi's comment into context here. She says, "Can we mention one thing about Alabama without all the hate?" Yeah, Dave said he'll coach. I think he's a great coach, but it's skeleton.
So I posted something in the group. I want to say it was like this morning or late last night about Paul Frontenac was talking about that Nick Saban is the most underpaid and undervalued coach in the country.
Yeah.
Nobody, Mishi, nobody's saying he's a bad coach. We all understand he's the greatest coach of all time. Unquestionable. Nobody. But the problem is this, though. People worship the man. And that's why people hate on him. Because everybody just sits there like he's Jesus. He's not Jesus. and he's not going to sit there and coach that damn long. Let's be straight. You know, it's not boring championship time. You know, but when Paul Fonnebaum said that he was underpaid, there was one guy in the comments talking about, well, look how much he brings into the university, blah blah blah. Okay, yeah, he brings a lot of money into the university. So what's the cap on paying somebody then? Should we pay him $200 million just because he brings in so much money? That's an asinine comment and undervalued, fellas. Do y'all know anybody who undervalued Nick Saban?
No.
Give me one.
No, I think that's a silly thing to say. Yeah, I don't understand. I don't understand people are coming and Paul Feinbaum, he has to keep every chance he gets. I mean, that's just the way that is. But Nisha says, I know that y'all aren't only 4 years of coaching. Well, but look, I there is something else that I looked at too. Do you know Kirby Smart gets paid $6.3 million? Did you know that?
What?
No, Kirby Smart
For what?
gets the exactly. But if Georgia's Kirby Smart $6.3 million to basically be not only Alabama's bitch, but LSU's bitch. Last year they were Florida's bitch, to basically be the 4th best team in the SEC. Nick Saban getting paid 8.8, I think is the round number. That's a bargain. That's kind of the way that I look at that. So
yeah, but they shouldn't be.
As soon as
they shouldn't
Feinbaum
be
said
jacking
that
up
he
the
was,
I'm glad you brought up Kirby Smart.
yeah, go ahead.
I was asking a Georgia fan this week. I'm like, tell me the difference between what Mark Richt did and Kirby Smart did. Show me the results. Show me the difference. And there is none. So why are they paying this man so much money if they're going to get the same kind of results?
They get upset when you talk about that. But you know, they'll tell you that at least he won a title. At least he won one SEC title, and you know, had Alabama on the ropes and all that. But I don't think he's a very good coach at all. I mean, you know, we could talk about how he just there's two things that annoy the crap out of me with him. He thought that Jake Fromm was better than Justin Fields and basically let Justin Fields walk. Okay. Basically told him, we're not going to play you. I'm going with Jake Fromm. That's the whole that. So you made that mistake. Then the second mistake you made was the stuff with JT Daniels last year. Like, there's reports that he was ready to go by week 2 as far as everything with his knee injury. And he kept him on the bench and had him listed as the 4th string quarterback for up until like game 6 or something like that. So he ended up running with Stetson Bennett, who is, and this is the truth here. Stetson Bennett is shorter than I am. He may be a couple inches taller than the gnome over there. He's a legit 5'7". Okay. And you got that running a Power 5 football program. The young man couldn't see over the offensive line. And he had these other guys that were out there, Dwayne Mathis and all these other guys that were there that, you know, at least they had the SEC type bodies, and he wouldn't put them on the field. So Kirby Smart is an abysmal failure. Absolute failure.
In order
But he
to
gets
help
paid
himself,
Kirby Smart. You know, I mean, how long did they keep Kirby Smart around without having results other than one freaking SEC championship? I mean, well, if Clemson and I know that I'm one of the Clemson faithful here, but if Clemson walks the dog on Georgia in the first game of the season and ruins their season before Labor Day, his seat will be hotter than a firecracker. And that's the truth. It's not hot now. I mean,
no,
it have to be a little warm to get that
they
hot?
love him. They love him. They think he's the greatest coach ever down there.
That's asinine.
I'm not joking.
He made some questionable calls last season, but
remember what was the fake punt call? The fake punt call where Fields messed up because Fields didn't know what he was doing. That was against Alabama, and like everybody knew it was going to be a fake punt. and they ran the fake punt anyway, and Fields screwed up, and that's what kind of got Alabama back into the SEC championship game. Yeah, that. I mean, he makes dumb calls like that. He is a horrible coach.
And Kirby Smart, to his credit, realized that there are some decisions that he's made over the course of his coaching career at Georgia that were questionable and needed refinement, maybe some checks and balances. So he went and got himself a guy like Will Muschamp to help him out.
That's the best line. He said when they hired him, he said point blank, Will Muschamp is here to coach us. I swear to you.
They're screwed.
I've got the sound clip saved, and we'll play it the week that they have the Georgia matchup with whoever, Florida or whoever, and it'll be Will Muschamp is here to coach us. What's he gonna coach you to do? He's a 2-time SEC failure. Come in here and show us how to lose. Come in here and show us how to be dickheads to the media and lie about injuries. Is that what he's going to teach you to do?
Yeah. The valuable asset.
Man, I don't really I don't see much charisma out of him either. I mean, he just seems like a kind of like, oh, you know that. I mean, he don't show much excitement. I mean,
he wears
LSU for not that great.
He wears a visor on the
sideline. Get just excited with Kirby Smart.
I don't think that he wears a visor on the sideline. That's different.
Ooh, so does Spurrier.
Yeah. I'm going to tell you a story about that.
But
anyway, go ahead, Andre. What you got?
What?
No, we.
What are you gonna say about a story, Jonathan?
Oh, you got a story about Spurrier's visor?
I'm just saying, some people have small heads, and they don't make fitted hats, especially adjustable hats, for small-headed people. So visors fit better. So some people like to wear visors. Okay. Now I'm going to defend them on that. Fuck off, David.
By the way,
if
you guys know I do my podcast, The Rob and Kale Show.
Yes.
We have lots of Georgia and Florida fans that were in our chat room this evening, and we managed to get 2 of them to agree that they're going to bet their eyebrows on the cocktail party. They're going to shave their eyebrows. Somebody's getting their eyebrows shaved live on the show.
Nice.
Whoever loses,
oh, that's phenomenal.
They're going to shave their eyebrows live on the show.
It's not quite as exciting as gnome toss, but you know. Hey.
Well, the gnome toss in 2025 is epic. That shit's going to be really good. But I can watch a couple of rednecks from Georgia and Florida.
Small, I could toss them.
Of course you could.
I could toss him. That's how small he is, man. He's tiny. I looked up like, is that a man? That's a boy.
Andre, you'd be lucky to toss this, okay?
I feel like I need to make a show correction as well.
I can toss you easily. Come on, man.
What's that? What's that, David?
I feel like I need to make a show correction. Andre is not driving Optimus Prime. Optimus Prime is driving Andre.
Yeah, someone on Facebook says that. I don't know what they're getting at with that. I don't know if I told you guys this or not. I'm interviewing WWE champion Rhea Ripley tomorrow.
That
on
is
my
cool.
program.
That is
seriously, that's real.
Awesome. How'd you pull that off?
Can I call in and ask questions?
Are you mocking me for Rhea Ripley? Rhea Ripley would beat the shit out of you.
Yes, you would.
I thought you were goofing on me.
She beat the shit out of a lot of people. Have y'all ever seen her perform?
She's like 6'3".
Awesome.
She is a very tall lady that has a jiu-jitsu background that would mop the floor with a lot of us. So looking forward to that tomorrow on the rundown. That's gonna be fun. Mishi says, who's shaving their eyebrows? I told you I'm special.
That's cool as shit.
No, I have WWE people on my show probably twice a year. Interviewed R-Truth and Randy Orton. Who else? Samoa Joe. I've had him on my show. All guys. So
I was
Randy Orton's pretty like real life.
Well, on the interview that he was with me, he was polite and cool. So I don't know. I don't know. I mean, he may be a dickhead with everybody else. I don't know, but as far as with me, he was cool. So
most of them in real life are really cool. I got to meet Jericho in the airport a long time ago, and he was just like, "Yeah, man, come here, let's have a conversation. What do you want to talk about?" You know, and I was just there to geek out and like, you know, I've been watching Jericho for years. I always appreciated that he was humorous.
They asked me if I wanted to when they give you like a list of like, I think it's like 5 different people that you can interview, and they're like, would you have a problem interviewing Rhea Ripley? And I'm like, I'll go with her first. Why would you not want to interview her? So yeah, that's gonna be fun tomorrow. Interview. Hold on, I'll tell you. I've got it right here in front of me. Hold on, bear with me a second. Did not know I would need this for the show.
They released Braun Strowman, dude. I couldn't believe that.
Yeah, he that was crazy.
He's gonna make a lot of money.
He was making $1 million a year. Rhea Ripley, Apollo Crews, and who were the other 3? Jackson Riker. There's there was 2 other ones that I can't. Oh, the other guy from the New Day.
Kofi.
Not Kofi. Xavier Woods. That was yeah. That was the other one.
Xavier Woods would be a cool conversation, man.
He's got a doctorate. He's a smart guy. But Rhea Ripley, absolutely. Rhea Ripley, I'm really looking forward to that tomorrow. That's going to be. I'm gonna when I get done here, I'm gonna sit down and write some questions for her because do my research and actually have a something decent for her instead of what's your favorite color?
When you got deported?
Yeah. I didn't know she got deported. That's funny.
Yeah.
She got deported.
She had just won the WWE Women's Championship, and then she had to vacate it because they basically deported her back to the UK.
That's funny.
This was like
she may not want to talk about that.
A year or so ago.
Like a year ago, right? Yeah, it was after WrestleMania. I remember that. Yeah, I got to find some cool stuff, but that's actually interesting. But still, that's kind of neat. So I'm looking forward to talking to Rhea Ripley tomorrow.
I brought it up already. I think it ended Sunday, but the 8-episode miniseries of the wrestling biographies on A&E were fucking awesome. If y'all haven't watched them, watch them. Ask her about that.
Where can you watch them at? Hulu or on Netflix?
I think they're on A&E.
Hulu. I think Hulu has A&E.
I don't know who the Facebook user is, but I have to read the comment here. Has anyone got the number of the third baseman with a dick for Scott?
I believe that's probably Edwin Reeves.
Is that Edwin Reeves? Oh my God!
Wow,
that's over the top. Over the top.
Hey, he's closer now. He's in Texas.
Who's in Texas?
He's close enough.
That's a good point.
Edwin, I think he moved to Texas out.
Yeah, Edwin may not want us putting his business out there. He may have to call you up on that, Andre.
Sounds like some hangover type stuff.
Don't you be telling people where I am? The paternity suits will start right.
Hey.
You don't know. If you're in Texas, that's a big ass state.
Oh, it's Smurfette. Hi, Smurfette.
Oh, it's Smurfette.
No, if it were paternity suits, all the kids would be in their 50s. You don't have to pay anything. That's a bad reference, Ross. Everyone's gonna kick me in the face one day. Anyway, so what else? Did we have anything else that we wanted to go over this evening? I can't remember. If you guys would like to tip the show to pay for the StreamYard, there's the right there. PayPal is rosanders1979@gmail.com. You can use Facebook Pay, whatever. So I don't have to pay for the StreamYard. So that'll be kind of you.
I have something that kind of made me chuckle. It's not college sports, it's pro football. So
sure.
I've never heard of PFF or PPF, whatever it is, but they're some type of sports publication, and they do their ratings and stuff of different things. like most.
Pro Football Focus. Pro Football Focus, right? Yeah.
So PFF, they
Mm-hmm.
they did their top 5 signal callers for offensive signal callers for the NFL, and maybe it's just because I'm a homer, but I was kind of shocked that they named 5 signal callers and Sean Payton was not on the list. And I was like, okay.
What?
As far as calling plays?
Calling offensive plays. John Gruden was on the list. Byron Leftwich was on the list. I was like,
what the fuck are you talking about? John Gruden's been
Leftwich.
Get out of here with all that.
Right? I was like, this is your top 5? Joe Brady. Joe Brady was on
Bruce Arians is a hell of a play caller, but I'd have the Saints coach in the top 3.
So Joe Brady was on the list after one season?
Yeah.
You sure they weren't talking about LSU?
Which made the list with one season of Tom Brady.
Yeah. Wow. And the Raiders at that. John Gruden.
I was like, okay. I don't know where you got all your input from, but I'm a little confused.
I don't know. I have no clue.
Watch Hut.
Yeah, that's right. They don't watch enough of the game of Hut to really.
Was the writer's name. I even tweeted him. I was like, wait a second. Like, I just saw your top 5, and I'm confused. Like, you get paid to do this.
Yeah.
You get paid to do
I
this.
have nothing for you on
that. I do get paid to do this.
Well, we gotta. Hopefully, we'll get enough to pay for the StreamYard, so I can send you guys some more money. There you go. There's how you tip out for that. But I would laugh hysterically at that list. That's insane.
Was Kellen Moore on the list, David? Was Kellen Moore
was not on the list?
Kellen Moore was not on the list, Angie.
Kellen Moore wasn't on the list.
No. Can you believe?
Find it.
No. Kellen Moore really wasn't on this. Come on.
Hold on.
That's crazy.
I will give you the list.
This is bad.
Better be shitting me.
The SEC teams and the super regionals.
Yeah. Hey, Chuggy Fuckstick used to do our show. He said he watches the replay. I don't know why he's not watching our show live. Did we hurt his feelings? Does anybody know?
Chucky Fuckstick also said that he called into the Feinbaum show today, and his phones actually work.
All right, so here's the top. He gave the top 6. Number 1, Matt LaFleur, Green Bay. Number 2, Brian Daboll, the Bills. Number 3, Andy Reid. Number 4, John Gruden. Number 5, Joe Brady. And number 6, Leftwich.
Wait. Repeat. Are you?
Hold up. 6 Leftwich?
Yeah.
He's the first.
I don't know shit about fuck.
That's so stupid.
Were they just talking about last year?
He didn't preface what year or if it was the embodiment of their entire careers. He just said these are the top 6 signal callers in the NFL right now. And I was like,
I've got live call of Andre actually calling this writer. Here's what Andre said to him.
You fucking redneck cousin fucking chicken fucking hillbilly goddamn East Tennessee outlaw mud show piece of shit.
Andre, you've got to be nicer to these writers, man.
I don't believe Andre said that at all. I believe we have a different sound clip of exactly what Andre said to him.
I probably do. I don't know which one it is, though.
That stupid.
Are you that stupid? Yeah, I do have that somewhere. But
Now that guy was too
That's insane. Phoenix Suns win tonight, by the way.
That's crazy.
Phoenix Suns win tonight. 2 games away from the Western Conference semifinals. By the way, it's probably going to be the Jazz, and I don't like their center Rudy Gobert. He's from France. He should surrender. That's what the French normally do. Fuck that guy. Not into the Jazz at all. So he gave everybody the COVID too. So there's that.
He did. He sure did. And then they stopped the season.
Yeah. Remember that whole thing where he was Yeah, remember when he walked up to all the fucking all the microphones and was touching the microphones. Yeah, like Gobert did that.
Yeah.
What a fucking idiot that guy was. Then that
was him?
Yeah, it was Rudy Gobert. He's from France. He doesn't know anything. He was named Defensive Player of the Year today. That's not going to help him though. Huh?
We come from France.
We come from France. Yeah. Old Coneheads reference. Man, we've shown our age here on the show. We've talked about Transformers and the Coneheads and Thor and G.I. Joe. If there's kids that are listening to this show, they're going to be like, what the fuck is that?
We forgot about Mighty Mouse and Underdog.
How about Space Ghost? Remember Space Ghost was my favorite cartoon. You can't do that shit anymore.
Space Ghost Coast to Coast used to play on Friday nights on Adult Swim. We used to get fucked up and watch that shit. Oh my God.
Voltron, that was my jam.
What?
Voltron.
Oh, Voltron was fucking awesome. And the little pink chick, she was all sexy in her outfit, for a cartoon character.
If you say so.
I bet there's like cartoon porn on Jonathan's phone. I bet there's a cartoon porn on his phone. Anybody want to bet me on that? I'll bet you $5. There's cartoon porn somewhere on some hard drive that he's got. Anybody want to bet? Yeah, nobody wants to take that bet. Jonathan's got some cartoon porn on something of his. It's probably Marge getting fucked by Homer Simpson. Some shit like that.
That high-end whatever they call that crap.
Oh, Andre's probably got some on his too. We don't need to hear all that shit. We don't do that here on the show.
No.
But anyway.
I barely turn my phone.
That's some funny shit.
Well.
Well, Andre,
fellas, that's somebody that's calling. Roll Tide off a cliff.
Yeah, buddy. Thank you, Andre. Appreciate it, man. Andre out of here. There you go.
All I got, like, I could not get away from the start of Andre's call is that he listens to Paul Feinbaum. Like, what the fuck?
Well, Feinbaum was on Get Up when he made those comments, and what kind of
Feinbaum was he was on Get Up.
Yeah, then Feinbaum makes the comment, and then as soon as Feinbaum makes the comment, Greeny goes, "Yeah, no doubt about that." I was like, "What?"
Fucking Greenberg, he sucks.
Fuck that guy.
Anyway. I don't know about y'all. Maybe on a Sunday morning. That's about it.
Yeah.
Just to watch top plays. I don't watch ESPN other than the actual sporting event itself. Like, I just don't watch ESPN anymore. I don't care.
Like, I'll watch First Take. I'll watch Stephen A. and Kellerman go at it, and every now and then, if I've got time, I'll watch Get Up. But I'll watch First Take. I really like PTI. PTI.
PTI is good. What was it on First Take the other day when they were asking? They literally said, like, the Monday after the whole recruiting weekend, do you think Arch Manning will be better than Peyton, Eli, and Archie Manning? That was one of their topics on there. That show should be euthanized. He's fucking 16.
Yeah.
Is he going to be better than 3 Hall of Fame quarterbacks? Get out of here, man. Whoever's producing that show is a fucking moron.
Especially since
that Rob sounds good, and we'll laugh at you together online. Fucking
especially since Arch's dad actually never made it to college because of injury or whatnot.
It was injury. He had a neck injury.
Right. Yeah. So, shit can happen between now and college.
Have you seen the whole story on the Bands where they all, like, when they had the whole bit of, like, they're talking about Superman, what's his name? And they're like, oh, like Peyton said with a straight face, "Oh, Cooper was better than I am." Get out of here with that bullshit.
Well, Cooper was a wide receiver.
But he said Cooper was a better football player than I am. Shut up, Peyton. I know he's your brother, but goddamn, just you're gonna get all the soccer mom money anyway. I mean, you were at Tennessee and you took your nuts out and put them on a trainer's nose and teabagged them and got away with it. You know, we can deal with all that, but stop trying to make us like feed us this line of shit. Holy shit, Peyton Manning.
Now,
That's
Cooper.
Stop watching the SEC storied stuff because they put some dumb shit on there.
Cooper does have another kid. I think he's going to be a freshman this year as a receiver, and will be playing with Arch.
Andre with the line. You mean his forehead said that, Rob? Yes, sir. His forehead said it. That's fucking funny. Kudos to Andre for that. Do we have anything else we want to go over this evening, gentlemen?
Well, right now, everybody's in the game for how many teams are going to make, how many SEC teams are going to make it to the College World Series.
The best case scenario for the SEC is 5, right?
Dave said 6. Dave said 5.
Is it mathematically possible? Is it mathematically possible still for 5 or 6? I can't remember.
Yes, 5.
It's still mathematically possible for 5.
Right.
And I had it at 4, right?
You had it at 4, and I had it at 3. So we're all still in there. They're guaranteed to have one team. Guaranteed to have one team.
Right, because of Tennessee and LSU.
Right.
But let's all shout out to the Gamecocks who are hosting a regional but not fucking playing in it. Yeah, it was really hard today to go on the air and not mock the shit out of them for that, because the Gamecock fans are all talking about, oh well, we get to host because we are this.
That's okay. Just fucking stupid.
Yeah, here's the thought. You're gonna have Virginia with Kenny Powers as their closer against Dallas Baptist. That's who's going to be playing in your stadium this weekend while you sit your ass at home. Don't talk to me, Gamecock fans, right now.
No.
You guys are on a.
I don't know if this was satire or what the fuck, but I saw some shit earlier talking about I don't know. They're talking 2028 moving the College World Series to South Carolina. I'm assuming that was a fucking joke.
I have not heard that, and I live here.
That's probably a fucking bullshit meme.
That's
South Carolina for hosting shit.
But I mean, I don't know why they would have it here, but you know, I mean, I think it's going to be in Omaha forever. That's where it should be.
They built that stadium for that reason.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't
they
think
built TD Ameritrade to make sure that it stays in Omaha.
Yeah. So that'll be interesting.
What's cool is if you go to the zoo, they still have the because Rosenblatt used to be right next to the Henry Dorley Zoo, and the base paths are still there. You can go and you can run the old base paths at Rosenblatt. They have all these cool commemorative plaques that are still at the Rosenblatt site. So it's still like a little mini attraction when you go there to. I mean, their zoo is state of the art. So It's cool that you can go and see the remnants of Rosenblatt.
Do you guys have an upset pick for this weekend? I'm not trying to be dickheads, but don't give me LSU because
I'm not giving you LSU. I don't see them pulling it off. I would love them to. It'd be a great story, but Tennessee's on another level.
It's almost like a Disney movie. But do you have an upset pick there, Jonathan? Before we get out of here, let's see who gets the closest.
Not particularly. I mean, no, I can't see any of the lower seeds pulling it off.
Well,
I mean, you just said we can't say LSU, and that would be a homer pick anyway. So,
yeah.
Root for them just the same, but
what's that?
I'm going to root for them just the same, but I don't
mean, you should root for your team.
And
as far
at least
go ahead.
We don't have to stay up till 9 o'clock to fucking watch them every motherfucking time.
Well, that was when they were playing in Eugene. Now that they're playing Knox.
I love when you cocksuckers right about staying up until 9 o'clock, and I'm up doing this show till 1 o'clock in the morning.
Right.
You dickheads are up about, I have to be up. I'm up at 9 o'clock watching games. Shut the fuck up. My team didn't even make the damn tournament. I'd watch Clemson play at 4 a.m. Be a better fan, Jonathan. What the hell's wrong with you?
It was just, I mean, the weekend games don't fucking matter. Sunday's kind of a bitch. Mondays suck, bitch.
Mondays do suck. Well, are you going to give us a pick there that you like? I mean, Jonathan, do you have one, or you don't have one, right? So
no, I just don't. I don't feel like any of the.
No, I think this is a weekend for the favorites.
NC State's not going to beat Arkansas. I mean, Texas Tech, Stanford's a fucking pick 'em. Arizona, Ole Miss is a fucking pick 'em. I mean, where's the upset there?
I like Notre Dame. I like Notre Dame over Mississippi State. There you go. I'll give you my one upset pick: Notre Dame over Mississippi State. I think Mississippi State can have sessions where they don't. Their bats can go quiet, which you remember happened. I mean, they got 10-run twice in Hoover. Now I know they didn't play their best guys and all that, but I think that if you told me to pick an upset, I would go with Notre Dame. I think people don't respect Notre Dame because Notre Dame plays in the ACC. I think Notre Dame can beat them. There you go. At least
program this year.
They have a great program, and the whole thing is that none of you other motherfuckers, you two are Ken dolls, wouldn't give me a goddamn pick. I'll just take the chalk, Rob. There you go. I'm putting my nuts out there. Give me Notre Dame, the Fighting Catholics over the fucking hillbillies from Mississippi State. There you go.
I think East Carolina is going to beat Vandy.
Oh, now you don't want to be a Ken doll. My dick's already bigger than yours, buddy. I went first. You got something for us there, sloppy party bottom, or are you just going to be the nub?
I'm just going to be the nub. I'm not picking ECU. I'm not picking Notre Dame.
Right. Hold on. Phone's ringing. Let's see who this is. All right,
somebody's going to call in and pick Alabama.
Good evening. Welcome to the show. Hello. This is CSF Late Nights.
They're just calling to ask you about your car's extended warranty.
Oh, that would be great. Hello, caller.
Your dad is making you look like a fucking idiot.
Come on, caller. No, you don't.
My car's a fucking year old, and I still get those motherfucking phones.
That was someone from the 208 area code. I don't know who that is. Anyway,
I don't know what's 208 area code.
I don't know. I don't fucking know.
208 area code.
Thanks for hooking this up there with that. All right. Well,
they're calling from Idaho. Do we know anybody from Idaho?
I feel bad for hanging up on them. I'm glad they weren't listening earlier when I said no one from the G5 belong in the playoff, and get your own damn playoff, and you can have your fucking Smurf playoff to yourselves. You fucking Boise State, Central Florida, and fucking Louisiana and Coastal Carolina. Go play that on a Thursday morning.
That doesn't need a separate championship. They've already won a national championship.
There you go. Good evening. Welcome to the show.
Good evening.
Hi.
There she is.
Hello.
Well, I'm sorry. What's up? What you got for the program?
Hey, I just wanted to let you guys know that months back, I got this really hot tip, and I think it's worthwhile to maybe put some money down on.
Okay.
Alabama baseball all the way to Omaha.
Guaranteed? Okay, well,
guaranteed.
I think did the person that told you that, did they sound like this?
I don't know shit about fuck.
Wonder.
No, they were more like, "Are you that stupid?" Yes, I am.
Yes, I am.
He said that with such authority too. He was confirming that he's a dumb fuck.
David even has the mouth and shit down when he does it.
Yes, I am.
Oh my God, poor fucks. He doesn't even listen to the show anymore. He says he watches the replay because he just doesn't listen to the show anymore.
Well, he'll still see it in the replay.
Does he realize? But it's more fun when we can. Just called him a pussy. When a grandma calls you a pussy, that's when you know things are bad.
Yeah, Angie, do you have an upset pick this week in the Super Regionals?
Boise State's not playing. They don't have a baseball team, so
yeah, I know it's hard to follow without,
Yeah. Well,
she's the LSU fan.
I was the only one of the three of us who had balls and picked someone without having to being goaded into it. I guess I'm the only one that, everybody else was like, I like the chalk, Rob.
Well, I don't think South Florida can beat Texas. South Florida can't beat Texas.
I don't like being original.
Angie, take Dallas Baptist.
We know, Rob.
Shit like that bothers David because David's a smart fan and he's like, motherfucker.
No.
Motherfucker. David probably knows all the damn pitchers and everything else. I have followed Notre Dame and I haven't been impressed with Mississippi State.
Aren't you paying David to just sit there and look good?
Yeah, David's here for the soccer moms and the older ladies that they want to look at a fine American soldier. That's what he's there for. They don't want anything to do with the gnome or my fucking broad-shouldered ass. They don't want anything to do with us. They want a compact individual that is taller than 5'2". That's what
I'm here for the shorties.
Gnome's here for the circus fetish.
I told the gnome to get a step stool and have him and Andre take a picture together, but they refused to.
Why would they not do that? Andre, the next time you go to his house, Andre, if you don't have him step on a step stool where he can see you at eye level and you guys take a picture,
What you need to do is buy one of the old school phone books that are like this thick. The big yellow pages.
I actually have about. I got about an 8-inch platform right there to get up into my bar area. I mean, that would be like perfect.
You can't even reach your own bar. Who designed that house?
Hey,
that's what I was sitting last week. Yeah, I got my own bar.
Why would you build a bar you
can't
reach?
I mean, you can't. Yeah, what's up with that? Is that like a rib?
Bar stool
rib? Like,
is it?
Yeah, but
is
you
it
could
when you have
your
company,
bar.
You want a normal person size bar?
Yes.
Get the fuck out
I
of
don't
here.
bartend.
That's because you can't see over the bar. you can't reach to give everybody their drinks.
Angie, why do I do the show?
I asked Andre if they had the little kindergarten toilets and then the little sinks where he had to almost get on his knees to wash his hands.
Jonathan, when is your birthday?
February.
All right. Well, in February, we're all going to pool together and get you a Baby Gap gift certificate so you can get some good clothes.
I think the Baby Gap clothes.
Well, that's what we're gonna do. I'll chip in money for that.
I can't wait to go to Jonathan's house. I'll be like, "Hey, Jonathan, make me a Jack and Coke, and this is what you're gonna see."
Yeah, honestly, if I lose any more weight, I'm right on the verge of the highest adult pants versus the lowest adult pants versus the highest kid pants, and kid pants are a lot cheaper. Like if you go to like Abercrombie, you can save $40 in the kid section.
We'll get you some Baby Gap stuff. That way you can you'll be good to go, brother.
Some bang for your buck.
Yeah, Jonathan, I think you should run around and tell that to everyone.
Yeah. Anything else for the program this evening there, Angie?
No, I just wanted to give you guys that hot tip.
Well, that's a hot tip, and I'll send David some money, and he can bet on that. Alabama to win the World Series.
Y'all should put some of y'all douche coins down on that bet.
Yeah,
I can't
Coach
bet the Dogecoin on Alabama.
Too.
Oh, Coach has a special surprise for the Alabama folks listening to the show. Okay. That's
Well,
cool.
one in particular.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well, hopefully that'll work out.
Oh, it will.
It will. All right, ma'am. Hey, thank you for calling the show. I appreciate it.
Later.
You gentlemen have a nice evening.
All right. Good night, ma'am.
Bye.
By the way, gentlemen, I have one thing I want to finish up the show with. This is.
I have a question.
You have a question? Go ahead.
It's coming up soon. You guys big into, I think I asked this question already. Y'all big into the Olympics? You only watch fucking fencing or something, huh, Rob?
What? No, I watch. I'm all about. I like the track and stuff like that. I'm not gonna watch. I don't watch the gymnastics because I think that the stuff that I think that the gymnastics is just full of kid touchers. So I don't watch the gymnastics.
Well, I think that guy's in jail.
Brother, there's been stuff you can read about gymnasts, like, I that's just not my thing. I'm not gonna do that. I'll watch some of the international basketball, but I don't watch Team USA because those games are boring. Team USA normally wins by 30, so I like watching some of the other teams.
Isn't LeBron like threatening to like not play because he's a little bitch?
Hold on. Fuckstick just said in the chat, I like to call into shows where the phone system works. Really, Fuckstick? Really?
What does the dial tone sound like?
Yeah. I mean, he God. he you know what Fuckstick's problem is? He's had his ass kicked by Coach and everybody else for so long for the dumb shit that he said. I mean, his team won the national title in football, and he still has a fucking profile picture that's some other fucking team. That's when you know you've had a shitty year. That's like getting that's like I don't know. Pick your beauty queen. Who was your dream date? Your dream, like, oh my God, woman, like when you were a kid.
Danica McKellar.
Whoever the hell that David just said. She walks up to David.
The Wonder
and says,
Years, brah.
I gotta remember the name. I'm sorry. Anyway, she walks up to David and says, "You know what? I'm going to give myself to you. You can do whatever you want to me. Anything that you want, you can film it, keep it for later, whatever the fuck it is you want to do, you can do it. Tell all your friends." And then all of a sudden, David pulls down his pants and he's a eunuch. That's basically what's happened to Fuckstick. He won a national title, but he hasn't been able to enjoy it because his mouth wrote checks that his Facebook profile just can't cash. It's a shitty existence to be Fuckstick when it comes to that kind of thing. It really is.
Isn't her name Danik something?
Danica McKellar.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
It's gonna be Danica Average Dave if she keeps coming around here. We'll put her in a bag like Borat. Tote her off. Hey, you're Dave's whore now. Get over here. Work. All right, but yeah, with the Olympics, that's what I'm gonna watch.
Boxing.
Something else on the Olympics, sir? The boxing, I'll watch the boxing. I might watch some powerlifting.
For 3 weeks. That's it. Like it's just on TV. Period. That's all I watch for 3 weeks. Period.
Well, I'll probably watch some of the powerlifting because I've been doing the powerlifting stuff. But Americans are shitty in powerlifting. We are terrible. That's why you never see us competing in any of it because we are awful. Bad. Anyway, I wanted to share something with you guys before we go here. I'm going to be doing a new diet, and I wanted to get your opinion on what you guys thought about this because I'm training up.
A new what?
It's a new program as far as nutrition for me. So I'm going to this is going to be something I'm going to do here. I want to see what you guys thought about it. I'm going to run the commercial for you. Here, let's see here. Hold on. All right, here we go. Get away from myself here. All right. No, I don't want that. I don't want the YouTube for no. Fuck off. I don't want that. Okay.
Did you pull up
here we
something
go.
for me, an AIDS diet, Candy?
Yes, this is the AIDS diet. That's what I'm going. Here we go.
I've tried fad diets, powders, pills. Still, my weight's been up and down like a yo-yo until
hold
the
on.
AIDS plan taught me how.
Hold on. I gotta add it. I didn't add it to the screen here. There you go. Oh yeah, that's there. There you go. Let's do the full screen layout on that so everybody can see it. I think this is gonna work for me. I'm pretty confident. Here you go, guys. Let's see if this will help out. Just play it.
Candy. And I'm not gaining weight. I'm losing weight deliciously with the aid of AIDS. The AIDS diet plan really works.
AIDS candy contains a safe and effective appetite suppressant when used as directed. Helps curb your appetite so you can lose weight. And AIDS candy has no stimulant that can make you nervous.
The plan lets you enjoy 2 AIDS before each meal. Delicious chocolate flavor. And I love being a size 10 again.
Lose weight deliciously with the aid of AIDS.
What do you think, guys? Do I have a chance?
I mean, I know tons of people that'll help you with the AIDS diet. I live in New Orleans.
You don't even have to eat.
Oh, you're gonna eat. You eat a lot.
You tube steak sandwich, cock meat sandwich. That's what you're gonna be eating.
So, Rob, you're gonna be a size 10 again?
I'm actually I've dropped I'm within like 4 pounds of where I need to be, so I won't. I mean, and I have until August the 15th, so I'll be fine.
You're within 4 pounds of where you need to be for your category.
From the max weight, yeah. From as far as for the weight division that I'm in, yeah.
I switched from Coke to Coke Zero, and now instead of being 35 pounds off my goal weight, I'm only 30 pounds off my goal weight.
You look like an overfed Ethiopian that's like was lightened up. So I don't want to hear any shit from you. Fuck off with all that. If we really wanted to, we could dip you in tar and then put some flies around you, and you'd fit right into those commercials. Maybe now's a good time to end the show because I'm loopy. Because I'm making pretty shitty comments. All right, tip the show, please, so we can continue to do the show. It's R.O. Sanders.
We at least have to make it to the ACC Media Day.
Yeah, that's going to be a fucking shit show. It's going to be a shit show. Here's gonna be the thing with that. I really want to do that show that night. I'm like all happy about it. But I know that story time with Uncle Rob. I normally don't do TV. I don't like doing TV sports because it sucks. It's all these pretty boys that run around that they don't have beards and they wax their chest and shit like that.
You have to wear sleeves.
Yeah, they wear sleeves and shit. No, I'll go to ACC kickoff and I'll wear I got like I wear a polo shirt, pair of pants, stuff like. I can look professional, but the only time I do TV is at ACC kickoff, and I do TV on Thursday morning, and because ACC kickoff is Wednesday and Thursday. So on Thursday morning, I do a Fox affiliate in Syracuse. And then I do something for some folks in Pittsburgh. But they have me on every year to talk about Clemson. So there's like this uncomfortable me that has to get up because like you're on the air at like the one's at like 6:15 and the other one's at like 6:45. So you got to get your ass up and be ready to go. Have all your equipment set up downstairs so you can do your on-air stuff because I have to do sports updates for the state and all that shit. But I have to be a pretty boy at 6:15 in the fucking morning so that when I'm live on the air in Syracuse, they already think, the guy's like, well, let's talk with someone from South Carolina. Rob Sanders from Fox Sports Radio 1400 covers the Clemson Tigers joining us here. Rob, how are you? And as soon as I speak, they're automatically like, this motherfucker's dumb. It's the They think I have, because they're up in New York. What the fuck do they know? They automatically think Rob's just an idiot with his accent. But yeah, that's the only 2 times that I do TV. Now I say that because I know that I am going to that night when I get back, I've got to do the Rob and Kale show, and then I want to do this show. But I'm going to be looking at the clock thinking, your ass has got to get up at 4:15, 4:30 in the morning to take a shower and get all your fucking equipment together and then go over there and look good on TV. So I'm jacked for it now, but I could already see like, oh God, that's going to be terrible. It's going to be fucking terrible. When we do that, you guys better tip the show that fucking night because I'm going to be fucking done. I'm dead serious. It's like, oh my God. And that's after dealing with the Rob and Kale show where I have those fucking idiots, which is becoming a fucking disaster over there. People wanting to fight and yell at each other. And we made, this is not a joke. We made, I think it was $40 tonight in super chats for people just like generally in the super chat here, like we're all buddies here for the most part. Okay. And I'll put stuff up like Andre's driving Optimus Prime or whatever. But on our show over there, to get your comment highlighted, you got to pay the super chat fee, which is like, you could do $1. Okay. And then I'll read your comment on the air. So guys are calling into the show like Andre and everything else, and people wanting us to say these things to them while they're on the air. They're paying money for it. So this one guy, he gave us $10 to tell this one Georgia fan that him and his buddies all take bar stools and turn them upside down and slip them in their assholes while they watch Georgia games. That's the disaster of a show that I've built with the Rob and Kale show.
Well, we're young. We'll get there.
We it's like we can aspire to. No, I mean it's just funny because that's the kind of shit. But then I got to deal with those, and I literally say those assholes, and that don't tell them I said that because fuck my face. They'll be coming to look for me. But then it's like, oh great, I got to be up for that. But then it's like, fuck me, man. I will be drinking that night. That's for damn sure. So yeah, that's going to be a fucking shit show. All right. Well, you guys rock, and a great show. And we'll be back at it next week. By next week, we'll know who's in the College World Series.
Yes, we will.
Imagine that. All right. Good program, gentlemen. We'll see you guys later on.
Good night.